on 3, 2, 1.
Cause I'm go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that. Please, please don't go that, go that, go that, go that, go that with me. Go that, 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 go that.
Man, they even got enough change in the meter. Double part looking like Bane in the beater. Her friend keep helping detangle the weave. Only jumped in the front seat to play with the speakers. Thunder my plans, stretching my bands. Plus when I stumble my customized vans. Plush like brush like plus I got 'em up. Plus size Panamera truck. I hop out the roof. Yeah, dime on my left wrist and she got the flu. Yeah, watch look like Chex Mix is post up be blue. She know it's 2 seats, so she leave her best friends. Bust down my dad face. Your chain is a necklace.
Go that, go that, go that, go that, go that. Please, please don't go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that with me. Left wrist go that, right wrist go that, necklace go that, sis go that, this don't go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that with me.
I had to hit my designer for sneaks, double dip mine in the bleach. I'm Blanco for sure, I'm popping down Miami Beach. Pull up like LeBron with the heat. I bought a crib in the crib with the orange shit. Beach at my mouth, but I can't see me walking there. I'm with a Tesla, but it ain't no charge of that. I call up Cohen, Brianna, been parking the choppy box seats. I'm watching Archer, they cop like stop right next to my block at Trust Fund. Beat I might drop that hips on the stallion and Doja her top half, 2300 on the horse and I'm Mike. Switching out the character, the strippers like Tigers. Legends on 3, 2, 1.
Oh, you tried it. You say you love me like you love him. You lying. You know your worth for what it's worth. I could buy it. We'll say it's lonely at the top, but I'm biased. Because I'm only at the top, but you tried it. You say you love me like you love him. You lying. You know your worth for what it's worth. I could buy it. We'll say it's lonely at the top, but I'm biased.
Cause I'm go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that. Please, please don't go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that with me. Left wrist go that, right wrist go that, necklace go that, sis go that, this don't go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that with me. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Don't get the dark, cause the feds on it. Don't get the dark, cause the feds on it.
Get down.
Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings, yeah. Ain't vanilla ice, but I'm iced out chillin'. Was the good guy till they made me the villain. Was gonna get a room, but they gave me a villa. I got game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a Sprinter. What's a two up? Never been afraid to play my cards. What's a risk to a winner? Barely hang out with these days. What's a lame to a real one? Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Never turn my back on my guys when they need me. Gotta give respect for my job, it ain't easy. In a good mental state and God is the reason. This is plain Jane season. Fresh up off the plane in Japan, I ain't leaving. They say seeing is believing. Well, here's a briefcase with $1 million
This all week, no days off. This hard work gon' pay off. I made myself a promise young. I would never work a day job, put it in the safe, never know when I'm gon' need that. Came here with my gang, you don't know where your homies at. Gave you a lot of game, you don't owe me back. You say you a boss, gotta show me that. Never leave the house without the pack, where my at? Take an L and try to double back, we ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap, I've been through it that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up, need someone to hype me up. Hype me up, need someone to hype me up. Hype me up, need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. I got game, sports center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a 2 up? I got game, sports center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a 2 up?
Why would I hold a man for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is teasing with my panthers. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome. Just coasting through these mantras. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. Keep it moving, trying to be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explode this war before I go. And that's some hours in my bench way. Now it's like work for 10K all cause it is pen gaming. Been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red-eye flights, hot straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I head down stage, they be like, see the crowd going air, they be like, so I step down stage, they be like, ooh yeah, see the crowd going air, they be like, courageous, raised by some Zulu lions, taught to seek dangers, brave and defiant, boy, the Lord was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few, lost a few wages, still coming rampant, misbehaving, flavors, still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers, still don't give a about who be the latest, can't be locked up in them cages, start living up to what the you think a day is. But hey, what about the so I stepped down stage, they were like, see the crowd going air, they were like.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, it's the second of 3 games here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wild Card Weekend here on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Here's Gibson to start the drive. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Inside the 20, Antonio Gibson. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, 75 yards. And the Commanders will strike first here in this wild card matchup. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 22, here's second and 8. Now Gino. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
No receivers open, so who's forced to put that one into Puget Sound? That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers, and ultimately, a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Gino now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 85 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game of the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game, too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it often, and they want to carve some holes out there for him. So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On the counter, Gibson. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
2nd and 9. On the draw, it's Gibson. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Going an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are out in the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Sam Howell doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Commanders are able to widen their advantage. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13.
Commanders 13, Seahawks nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Smith. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Geno. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
A first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Off of play action. Here's Smith. Returning right back to Lockett. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Smith on first down. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Smith. Throw right side, taken in by Eskridge. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the Commanders' 5-yard line.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And it's caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are back within a score. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 13-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Al throwing on first down here. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A give to Gibson running right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackled by Darrell Taylor. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Gibson again. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their number one goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. On third down, here's Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 105 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
This time they'll throw it with Howell. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On first down, Smith. This complete to Lockett. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title, so they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
53.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jamin Davis, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. He'll return it from the 6. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now a 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Gibson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Third down and 1. They'll run with Gibson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Fielded at about the 28. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is where close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
From the gun, it's Walker, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, here's Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now Geno on first down. That's taken in by Eskridge, complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now it's Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. To the air again, Smith. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Jason Myers for the Seahawks field goal.
Myers' kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So they are able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
13, Seahawks 10.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to get a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Easy.
He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Here's Smith. This one goes underneath to Walker. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
3rd and 4. Smith now to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Sam Howell with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the second time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback, the ability to run the ball fearlessly. And, in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's caught inside the 35. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, my goodness. I'll tell you what, 3rd down, all you're thinking is, what can we do to keep this drive going to get enough yardage to move the sticks? You're certainly not thinking about taking this one almost the length of the field, but that's exactly what happens here. What a play, and what a change of fortunes.
Now Smith. Touchdown! Kenneth Walker, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is down to a field goal. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 115 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Looking to speed things up here with some tempo. They go play action with Howell. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Howell. Flushed out right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked off by Uchenna-Nwosu. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
There we go. Hey, on the ball.
After the interception, here's Smith. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender.
And got his man, complete. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 32 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Straight ahead, Gibson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Howell. And this is incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A give running right, Gibson. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 40-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Smith to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here's 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Geno. Well, he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. This is taken at the 10. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll go play action. Howell. This one left side caught by Gibson. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. It's Howell. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Just work with me a second here because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. And once more, Howell back to the air. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now it's Lockett. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. takes us across the 15 to the 17. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Geno now to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And taken right on the 30. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality is certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Powell's throw here taken in by Knox. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Back to throw, Howell. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibson. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling, held it to an okay gain.
That one will go for 9 yards and a 1st down on the keeper.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
They'll try the left side with Gibson. Oh, he's got a little daylight down the left sideline. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, 41 yards. And the Commanders have taken a 4th-quarter lead.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
The score, Commanders 27, Seahawks 24.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this wild card game, folks, it has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the fourth, so they know they need at least 3 on this incredibly critical drive as they start out 1st and 10.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Straight ahead, Walker. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now Gino. That one complete downfield to Estridge. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
From the red zone now, Smith. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders will take over here at their own 14-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the foot. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 168 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And another fine run there. This one good for 15. He's come out on a mission here to start this drive. Another 1st down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Once more, Gibson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking a question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November. And there it is, that symbol that ends a game that one team loves and the other team can't stand. Taking a knee. And guess what? The visitors came in and got it done. Wild card round. First step on their way trying to get to the Super Bowl.
First step indeed. They're underdogs. We'll see if they can continue to make some noise in the playoffs, but a good first step. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to